Hi, everybody. This is Chris Alicia coming to you this Saturday with a divine message of light and love for everybody that's feeling so much fear and chaos right now. I want you to just take a second and come out of that haze, to let go of the things that you've been hearing, the things that you have been conditioned to feel and to believe your entire lives, and just take a quick moment's break. I want to bring to you some messages that Spirit has been giving me repeatedly, especially with all the chaos going on. And the number one message is you are a divine being of light. Every single person on this planet is a divine being of light. What experience we're having is a human experience. It is a fraction of our lives. It is a fraction of our world, a fraction of what we can do. And the more we get wrapped up in what's going on around us, the more fear we allow to permeate our lives, the harder it is for us to remember that and to embrace that divinity. So with everything that's going on out in the world, everything that the news is talking about, all the governmental shutdowns, the educational shutdowns, the run on food, the run on toilet paper, which I completely don't get, and my husband's a prepper, so if I'm not understanding why people are hoarding toilet paper, you might want to ask yourself those questions too. What is it that we are afraid of? What is it to fear? What is there in this life to truly fear? So my divine challenge for all of you, and the one that I've been getting from Spirit, is the more fear that those around you have, the more times that you feel that sense of panic and lack and want in your heart, take a moment, ground yourself into earth, into heaven, into spirit, and imagine yourself just sending out this ball of light, and it will, imagine it touching and filtering through the fear of everybody else. Your light, your ability to carry light and hold that space for others will affect their energy field. Even if they don't know it, you can take away some of their fear with what's happening now. So what I've been getting told by Spirit, especially for those who consider themselves warriors of light, those who feel very called to stand up against the darkness and the fear, is to, this is our call to arms. This is the culmination of all the work that we've been doing, these rapid events that are coming around, this rapid fear that permeates the earth right now, the masculinity that's been coming to the surface, this toxic system that we've put in place for so long, everything's coming to the surface. Now, what's happening with the virus that's going around is a part of that. Don't forget that that has a purpose in this as well. And part of it is to get us to stand up in our light and in our power and say, I am not afraid. There is nothing for me to fear. I am a divine being having a human experience. This experience is a gift. There's nothing to fear. This is a fraction of what life is about. It will not even be a blip on my radar. So this is a call to arms for light workers. Stand up in your power, stand up in your grace and your divinity and your love, and hold space for the planet at this time. Every time you work through your own fear and you push through that, you're pushing through that fear for the entire planet. When I spoke to one of the interviews I did on my show, the vision that came to me very clearly was a dark room with billions of light bulbs up in the ceiling. And all the light bulbs were turned off except for one. And that one light bulb shone so brightly in the darkness. But then another one came on, and another. And with each light bulb that comes on into this dark space, it illuminates everything around it exponentially. Every single time you stand in your light, you are allowing other people to do that. You're turning on more light bulbs in that dark room. You're adding your light to the darkness, to the collective. This is a really amazing time for light workers. Do not be afraid. This is not a time to fear. This is a time to stand up and put everything you've ever wanted to do into practice. We have all been studying for lifetimes to come to this moment. This is exactly what is supposed to be happening right now. Do not fear this. You are prepared for this, and you are here to help. So however you embrace your light, now is the time. This is your call to arms. Stand up in your light and your love and send that light out wherever it can do the most good. Spirit is with us. I was going to say 100%, but they're telling me, oh, it's so much bigger than that. They are never not with us. They are inside of every cell of our bodies. Every time the wind whispers, every time you hear a voice, every time you feel love or a tingle, or God, even when you don't feel it, they're with you. You have nothing to fear. This is a time for us to stand up in our power. And I'm absolutely honored to be here on the planet at this time. I feel the opportunity that this is giving us, the opportunity to make change on such an astronomical scale. We cannot know how far-reaching our work is, but I promise you that it is. So to all the light workers, to all the seekers, to all the warriors, the starseeds, whatever you identify with, I am honored to be a part of this with you. I am freaking thrilled to be on the planet at this time. Anyone who wanted to change the world when they came into this lifetime, I know I did. This is our chance. Stand in your power, stand in your love, fight through that fear. And with each person that sheds that fear, there's nowhere else for it to go. We will dissipate that fear. We can control the fear on the planet by replacing it with love. If we have unconditional self-love in our hearts, there is no room for heartbreak. There is no room for fear. You fill your heart with love, unconditional love, and there is no room for anything else. So thank you so much for listening to this. I hope you all feel the divine love and energy that's coming through. I feel absolutely surrounded by energy and love at this time. Thank you all so much. I'm with you. All of my love and support to everyone out there on the planet at this time, everybody who's supporting us, all of our guides, angels. Light and love, my family. Until next time.